Wrong with my headphones? It's like that. Oh, it's like that. Oh, look. Yeah. Oh.
There's just no left and right. Oh yeah, there is. Blue. This is the right. That's the left. There you go. You're
Hello, hello.
what's popping?
Yo.
You guys good to go?
Yeah.
Lovely stuff, lovely stuff. Okay, good afternoon all. Welcome to the 2024 Valorant Game Changers Championship Berlin press conference featuring FlyQuest Red. Media, you'll be able to ask your questions to all players and the team coach during the press conference. Please state your name and outlet before asking a question. If you are joining us in person, please queue behind the mic to ask your questions. Please be a little bit mindful of the cameras in the background as well as you're moving amongst the kind of seating. If you're joining us remotely, please use the hand raise function or alternatively drop your question via the chat to ask your questions. And without any further ado, who's got the first question? We'll go to the room.
Hello, Zoe, freelance commentator. Commiserations on the loss. Hurt me too, guys, a lot. My first question goes over to Jovi. It mainly revolves around obviously Lace stepping in as a sub and that map 3, kind of like seeing them on the deadlock. Lace, it's not a role you're the most comfortable or confident or experienced in. What was the discussion like wanting to stick with the comp you've been running with Sonder over maybe reverting back to the composition you ran when Lace was a part of the roster?
Honestly, Lace is a phenomenal player, has an insane brain for the game and able to adapt constantly no matter what's thrown at her. So for me, it felt right to make sure that everybody else felt comfortable. And I know that she can adapt. So it was just very plug and play. And she's seen it before and how we do it and stuff. So
Thank you very much for the question. Pedro, over to you now.
Hey guys, Pedro Romero, independent journalist. Likewise, sorry about the loss. Tough way to go down, especially this early on in this competition. Still, hopefully you guys can bounce back for the future. I'm gonna split this into two people that I want to ask. Most of us piggybacking off of what Sierra said in her question to Joby and Lace. I just want to know like what was the timeline like in just having to sub Lace in for Sonder and for Joby, what kind of, if you can share, what was the most difficult part in just having to make that switch happen? And for Lace, what was that experience like for you to having to gel with the team with so little time between the first match that you guys played in and today?
so when it comes to the timeline, we had about 24 hours, I would say, of making the decision, seeing how it would work out, hoping that, Sonder would feel better. And then up until this morning, we were like, okay, it's unfortunate the way that she feels. We're gonna have to trust our gut and go with Lace. And there's nobody else that we would rather do it with than her. So
Yeah. In terms of gelling with the team, I feel like we scrimmed yesterday, and obviously I know these players super well. Even Ev, like I've known for a long time. So I don't think it was necessarily gel was not our biggest concern. It was mostly just getting Diana healthy. And yeah, for timeline, I think final decision was 3 hours before-ish. So it was definitely a volatile circumstance, but I think everyone was on board and we all put our best foot forward.
Yep.
Thank you very much for the question. Arnab, we'll go over to you now.
Hey guys, firstly, commiserations on the loss. This is Arnab, a freelance journalist. My question is for Coach Jovi and Tia. I would like to know from your experience how this year's GCC has been different in terms of competition, and since you guys have played against APAC teams, how different this year has been compared to previous years, according to you guys?
I would say this year's a lot more competitive. Definitely goes to show, how well teams are prepped and how well they are able to play on such a big stage. And it's really cool to be able to have the opportunity to do that. And last year we were thrown into an unfortunate circumstance, but this year was more competitive. And I'm glad, it's unfortunate the way it went out, but we went down fighting. and it was fun. We had fun Valorant all around. So that was really cool to see.
Yeah, I completely agree. I think this whole year, even in North America and in the championship, it's been much more competitive. And yeah, I think we've grown and learned a lot as individuals and as a team, and can only look forward to the future.
Thank you guys, and
Thank
you
you.
guys were amazing on the stage. You were so great.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for the question. We've got a question in the chat now from LagVN. There's a question to the coach. So where do you think the problem was in game 3? And do you believe you've seen the members of the team play their best yet?
I think we were nervous, so to say. We are one of the only regions that also doesn't have a LAN. So, this is the biggest stage of the year. There's a lot that goes into this. There's a lot that it takes to make it here. And then to finally be able to play on a LAN, it's a different beast. So I think game 3 really came down to nerves and just in our heads a little bit. But this is only the beginning. And I think each one of these players haven't even reached their peak yet and have so much potential. And they already know what it takes to get to this stage. And next year, they know what work they got to put in and more. So, and they already have the experience. Yeah.
Excellent. Thank you very much for the question. Next question over to Sports Kida.
Hey guys, likewise, commiserations on the loss. I'm Sneh from Sportskey Esports. My question is for Dodonut. So you've been among the top GC pros in NA for quite a while now. So just wanted to know what your biggest takeaways were from playing at this global event.
I would say, I guess, getting the experience to play on a big stage. This was like my first big stage, and even though I felt like I wasn't nervous, there was still like some nerves in me. So I guess now that I have experience, that won't affect me in the next one.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Next question over into the room again.
Yep, Sierra Zoe again. This one's a little bit more lighthearted and it goes to Ev. I don't know if anybody's asked you yet, but what's the story behind, the hat that you were wearing on the walkouts and hat on your desk? Because it kind of resembles like the Benji hat, obviously, from VCT.
Yeah. It did come from Benji Fishy. I definitely took inspiration from him. I definitely wanted something just fun to wear on stage, just lighthearted, have fun on stage. Got it from Universal Studios with everybody when we went after our match against SR in grand finals of main event. It was definitely a memory, and I'm very happy.
Thank you very much for the question.
Hi, Miss RV FlyQuest.
Hi, Steph.
I'd like to know from each and every one of you one thing that you really like about your team.
I can start.
Yeah.
I love the camaraderie that we have. It's not like anything I've been on before. I feel like every team says they're close, but I don't think you're close until you've been on this team. Like, we are really together till the end. And I love you. Sorry, I don't want to like cry, like so dumb and shit. But like genuinely, like even when I left, you guys still still love me and still wanted me back, and that means a lot. So I love you guys.
Love you too.
She stole my flow, but come on now, you get me better.
I mean, to add on to that, I would say the passion we have for the game too. Like, no one is slacking, no one is. Yeah, I mean, I think we all understand that we all have the passion for the game, and we try to not disappoint each other. And yeah.
I love that we can have such a fun time in game while also taking it seriously. We can hold each other accountable while still having fun. And I agree, that comes from the passion that we have for the game and just the camaraderie that we do have together.
Yeah, this is probably one of the most fun teams that I've been a part of. And just having those vibes, especially in such like high stress scenarios, like really helps me personally. And every single one of you are just like so important and crucial to the team. and I literally wouldn't want to be here on the stage with anybody else besides you guys. So
I am newer to the team, but I love every single one of you so much. You've all done so much for me and helped me improve, including Steph, everybody behind the scenes of staff. They all mean so much to me, and I'm never gonna forget this. Forever gonna be grateful for the experience, and I'm excited for what the future holds.
Yeah, honestly, what we have is special, and it's not even game related, has nothing to do with Valorant. It's the way that, all of you guys are, genuinely. It doesn't matter what's going on. We're here to help raise each other up. Doesn't matter the issue, the circumstance. We genuinely do love each other. And this is such a special group that I've never seen before, anything like this. And I've been a part of teams, gaming, sports. This is special. And I wouldn't want to do it any other way.
And what would Sander say right now?
She would have something very sophisticated to say.
For sure.
We love Zion.
Our GOAT.
Thank you very much. Last question now, we'll go over to Elliot at Remake.
Yeah, thank you. This question is going to be open. First of all, I would like to congratulate all of you for your fighting spirits. I imagine that it was not easy to adapt so quickly to the replacement of a player in such an important tournament. I would still like to talk about your year. You generally had a glass ceiling even in your region by taking advantage over Shopify only once in 7 games. What were the biggest difficulties you faced, and were some of them seems insurmountable in some way?
I guess I can talk. So when it comes to playing in Shopify, you have to be on top of your game. There's been many times that we've played against them that we had outside circumstances of either being sick or things like that. And the one time that we were, good, weren't sick, is when we were able to get the win. It was unfortunate, T was not there with us, but I know even with her, we definitely could have because we were all healthy. But ultimately playing against a team like Shopify, they are the world champions. So they are the best of the best. And it was only the beginning when we first started playing against them. And then going forward, we got better and better. More passion came on as it went, and we broke that ceiling. It just, outside circumstances really hurt us.
Yeah. Just adding on, I know we're mentioning outside circumstances a lot, but I think we have always had the opportunity to win, and I feel like we've improved throughout the year. And I know it's outside circumstances, but at the end of the day, sorry, I'm trying to phrase this correctly, but I think we all know that we
can do it.
Had what it takes, no matter what, no matter what the circumstances was, and we didn't get it done sometimes, and that's okay. But I think we can all leave knowing that we put in a lot and that we had the potential, and it sucks that we weren't able to reflect that in the server. But
yeah.
And also Shopify is a good team. So if you're not playing your best, any team, even Zeta today, they put us down. And it just goes to show that everyone's improving and we're improving too. And it just wasn't enough today, but that's okay.
Thank you. And I wish you the best for the future.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for the question. So that concludes today's press conference with FlyQuest Red. Thank you very much to the players for joining us. Commiserations, but best of luck again for next year. And the Zeta press conference will be up soon. Cheers all.
Thank you.
Thank you.